Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 22 of Talking
Woo!
Back Sunday. It's a freaking party because Neil Rubenstein is here. He's a
Neil.
comedian, podcast host, great guy, very responsible for the success of our career. Wrote lyrics
Yes.
on Tell All Your Friends and other albums. Neil, it's a pleasure to have you. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. That
Of
was
course,
very
man.
kind of you guys.
There's Neil, there's something about like this whole thing you have going on now. You look so wise and majestic.
I'm an owl.
Did you start learning
An owl.
did you did you start learning magic in
Uh,
quarantine? Do you have a
yeah.
staff now?
I carry a big walking stick.
Yeah.
Oh.
You need a
Not
hooded robe, a hooded
Yeah.
robe as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are coming back. I read that on the internet.
Does a snuggie count? I can put on a snuggie.
Ooh.
Doesn't have the
You
same
shall
weight.
not pass.
Is it purple?
No, it's green.
Green, that's good.
Oh, green.
Green. I'm the green wizard.
Green's a thinking man's color, so that's fitting because you're.
That's
a
why our
thinking man.
first band was green. Forest Green, right, Adam?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That is right. That's why.
That's why.
I-
We were
you know-
thinking men.
Right.
We thought a lot back then.
We think
I
I've
think
never-
that I
I've never
thought
been able to
more
wear a
back
robe.
then.
Sorry.
Oh no. Why can't
Hey,
you
what
wear
I
a
what I
robe?
was about to say was not important.
Let's hear more
cool.
about the robe.
I liked both riffs that were about to happen.
Sorry,
So,
go ahead.
Neil, what have you been up to?
Well, I was doing comedy, but I broke my leg in a bunch of places.
Wait,
Just my ankle, but into pieces, into many.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Crazy.
So, for the past like three. I hope it's been 3 weeks. It might be 3 weeks. What do you
Yeah,
say?
it's not very long.
I got a number. What is it? 2 or 3? I think it's 3 weeks. I've been just sitting on this couch right in this spot, or sometimes
Oh,
in
man.
that spot right there. And
Did you tear any ligaments?
I tore all the ligaments.
Oh no.
I tore ligaments on other people's leg.
Oh my
All
god.
the
dude.
ligaments you could tear. I tore
Dude.
a multitude of ligaments. All my tendons snapped.
Jesus, man, that shit is so fucking painful.
Yeah, it hurt a lot. I was a whimpering little baby,
I bet.
and my landlord's entire family were the people to find me first. So I'm just like looking up at my landlord and his entire family, crying. Just
Oh,
Dude,
fat
that's
old
something to
man
cry about.
Rolled out on the floor.
oh my
It was
god.
the most humiliating moment of my life. Well, I thought it was the most humiliating moment of my life, and then my wife bathed me. And I was
Mm.
getting hosed down like an elephant behind a circus tent. It was super-
At first I was gonna say that actually sounds more sexy than it does humiliating,
No, it was
but then you
just-
said the yeah.
yeah, just being like naked and soft, making like hard contact with somebody while they hose you down.
That's
And
not
your
good.
bones
That
are
can't
hanging
feel good.
outside of your body.
My ankles hanging.
Oh my god.
No, it wasn't
2020,
that
man.
bad. It wasn't that bad. The ankle. And that's what like my first concern was, like I can't look. I was like, is the bone sticking out? And they were like, no. And I thought it was gonna be like floppy. I was like, is it hanging off? And they're like, no, it's fine. And he was like, can you wiggle your toes? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, it's probably not broken. And I got like excited for a second. And then you ever like put a donut on a bat? Like those like weighted donuts on a
Yeah.
baseball bat?
Yeah.
It
Batting
looked
practice.
like someone
Yeah.
put that on my ankle.
Eee.
It was like so big, and I was like, "Yeah, it sucks. That's not broken."
That sucks, man. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
You know, I did that. I tore ligaments in my ankle in 9th grade, and I could still feel the pain
Oh,
from
man.
it. Like when
Did
I
you have
think
pain?
about it, like when I fell to the ground, like I was seeing like spots, crazy spots, because just the pain was so fucking unbearable.
Ugh.
Did you have
And,
pins put in or no?
What?
Do you have like pins put in or no?
No,
Oh,
No, I did not. When you're young, I guess you heal a lot easier.
Yeah, maybe. Because they put pins in me to like hold the ligaments in place.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And yo,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
the
so you're not as spry as Mark was when he was in the ninth grade.
no, dude, it's a nightmare. Yo, because I'm so fat, like I never cared, like it never
Hey.
bothered me being fat. You know what I mean? Like I was always like, oh well, I'm always safe. You know what I mean? But
Oh my
like
God. Yeah.
now, like if I was like any of your guys' size and I broke my ankle, like you could like sit up. You know what I mean? Like you could like stand on your own and like up somewhere. Like I can't. I'm too fat. Like my leg isn't strong enough to hold me up for a long period of time. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like I'm just
man.
out of shape and fat. And so like all my like I don't have core muscles. You know what I mean? Like I'm a big fat.
Well, you're going to when on that one leg.
Well, now this leg's gonna be super strong.
So strong.
Yeah.
You can tell people about it. Be like, man, I have one leg that's super fucking strong. You have no idea.
It'll be like that movie Lady in the Water, but rather than the arm, it'll just be your one leg.
You guys ever watch Rick and Morty? You know when he gets that one like.
Oh yeah, the giant buff arm. Yeah. Same thing. Yeah, like it'll just be your leg.
What's a baseball movie? The kid starts pitching for the Chicago Cubs.
Rookie of the
Rookie of the year. That's what you're gonna be like.
Except with your leg.
But with your leg, maybe you'll be a sick kickball player or something like that. You know what I mean?
Rookie of the Year, starring Thomas Ian Nicholas.
Wow.
Wow.
I trust you.
Who was John Nolan's? John Nolan was shared a booking agent with him.
No way.
Yeah, when John was.
I forgot about that.
Right before he rejoined.
Wait. During John's lucrative acting stint that he did?
No. When right before John rejoined Pig and Mac Sunday, he was touring like 360 days a year.
Yep.
And Neil was my booking agent for a while.
What?
You guys knew that.
Yes, I remember that.
I remember now. Yeah.
Wait, so was he a musician or was he?
Yeah, he played like acoustic. He was like a singer-songwriter guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have toured together.
The main character.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, kid. Yeah, he was in American Pie also. I don't know why this is about him, but
that's great.
Got me super excited. I was like, I know
What
trivia.
are the odds?
I know trivia. I can relate it to the group.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like 1 degree of separation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he a cool guy?
Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Super nice.
You know who's also friends with him is Andy Sprague.
No way.
Not friends, but like they're like there was one night that we were out somewhere and he was texting with Andy being like, hey, I'm out at the bar, like bring everybody from the band down, I want to hang. And then it didn't happen, but I was all pumped, you know what I mean? I was about to punish him, you know.
You're gonna talk about Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. Yeah, I do that every.
Chris Farley. Remember?
I bet he loves
Rookie
that.
of the Year when.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
How's Hannigan like? Does she ever talk about Buffy?
I think I saw that in the movies. I think I had a hot date in like 6th grade. Went to the movies, see that. Real charmer. Was that
American Pie or Rookie of the Year?
Rookie of the Year?
Oh, really?
Yeah, by American Pie, no girls were giving me the time of day. 6th grade. Yeah, 6th grade was the tail end of my peak.
It was you still had something going on since 2nd grade.
Yeah. It was waning.
Yeah, that's no lie, man. Sean could really pull in the tail in elementary school. I remember.
It was something.
It was.
Good couple years. Good run. Yeah, but by 7th grade, I was a disaster.
What happened in the 1 year, you think? Like, what do you think? What was the deciding factor?
Did puberty get weird?
No, it didn't hit. That was the problem. Didn't hit till like 99, 2000. It was like 1920. Everyone's like, yo, this dude's like 3 feet tall. He says he's 17. No.
I picture Mark O'Connell going through puberty at like 11 or like 9.
Oh, yeah. He was shaving at 11.
You know, I
Wow,
to be
really?
honest, like I don't know if it was because like just my mom being so strict and everything, like with whatever, but like I didn't
You made the
understand.
puberty
Or maybe
happen?
I just don't understand anything. That's probably what it is. That I just didn't understand girls and that whole thing until pretty late. And then when I did, it ruined my life until right now.
Until you met your wife.
Yeah, right.
Same with everyone, you know?
Oh, good times.
Yeah, like the lullest of a conversation when someone's like, good times.
Good time, yeah.
It's like such a punctuation. Well, that conversation's over.
When I was done saying the things I was just saying and no one talked, I thought,
Because we had nothing to add, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We've
reached the end of the road.
Yeah, I was contemplating how and why it all went wrong for so long for me. You know, I was like getting lost in that train.
Sean was reliving his entire junior high years.
Yeah, man, so much went wrong. What could have been? It got me here, right? That's something.
It's all that matters.
Dude, it's so long ago.
Yeah.
So
You guys all have family.
Yeah.
You guys all have
Bunch of
Neil-
kids.
school, right?
What's that?
You guys all have
What?
kids in school, right?
Yeah.
well, not in school.
School
But-
age.
But
Yeah.
like school age.
School aged, yeah. Yeah, which is pretty
I
wild.
thought you were asking Sean if he had a pool, and that would be the deciding factor if he was a grown up. Pool.
Not yet. No pool yet.
That's like
Another interesting thing that I said right now.
good time.
Good times. Good times.
Good time.
We all
Good
have kids in
times.
pools.
Yo,
So-
you guys know like the trope, like the comedy trope, what else?
What else?
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, like
What-
that's like, you know, if I hear someone say what else, I'm like, there's nothing else. Stop talking. Like put the mic back in the thing, get the next person on. That's like this good times is the equivalent of that. It's like good times. Like, all right, see you guys later.
Yeah, it's like, well, peace.
It was a good time. Okay, bye-bye.
It's supposed to snow here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys are getting a nor'easter, right?
Oh
For
man.
your keister.
a nor'easter.
Nice. Yeah. Good times. Good
I
times.
think I have stuff to do tomorrow.
They
What?
canceled recycling in my neighborhood and then garbage pickup for the day after.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah. A lot of snow coming our way and wind. High wind.
Ooh.
Dude.
I got to bring in some of my Christmas decorations.
Gonna be that
What?
bad, huh?
Oh my god, that's so oh my god, the people down the block from me have like the big oh man. I
Gonna
want to
go all
see
one.
people get just down the block. It would just be so funny.
Do they have inflatable things?
Inflatable things, non-inflatable things, probably heavy things that are gonna damage their property and cars.
Rip down the gutters.
Oh man, I'm so bummed I can't go outside to see it.
It would
Good
be
times.
fun,
Yeah. Nice, Mark.
I'm
Nice.
gonna say that throughout this entire thing.
There's Neil, so what are those your comedy trophies that are behind you?
Those are some of them, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Dope.
What
You don't
Those
want to put
are-
all of them in full view of everybody. You don't want to be cocky, right?
Yeah, I split
Yeah.
them up.
There's our buddy Greg won a comedy trophy once. Like there's like the Comedy Zone here had like a competition of like local folks, and he basically just got up and told this story about how his mom caught him masturbating when he was 16 and just blew away the competition, and they gave him a
Really?
trophy and everything. Yeah. Yeah, and I think-
he also had it was by vote from the crowd though, and every time
Yeah.
all of us showed up, so he would have like 10 friends, and all the other comedians got mad at him because he partially won because he just had a lot of friends come to vote for him.
That's
But
part
yeah.
of it, right?
That's how you do it.
Funny too, but he was kind of he was like the bane of the local comedian's existence for a few weeks there.
Well,
That's funny. That's just funny in itself.
you know,
Other comedians just hating him because he got the trophy.
think about
That's funny.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You spend your whole life learning to play drums. And then one day, some kid's like, I could probably play drums. And then he's better than you.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, you
that's kind of like
never played
when
before.
that's like when a dude coaches his son's little league team and he puts a shitty kid on the all-star team. Remember those guys?
Oh, yeah. Now we're gonna lose. Now we're gonna lose because you can't tell Carter he sucks.
Fucking Carter.
Fucking Carter. It's always Carter. You know, it's always a fucking shitty kid named Carter.
Or
Fucker.
Chet.
Neil, have you done comedy contests like that? Is that for real from one of those?
That's where he got the
First place,
trophies.
man.
I actually thought you were joking. I thought you were being comedic.
No. There's this one contest I do. Like they have like a bunch of satellites, and the guy gives out like recycled trophies. Super obnoxious.
I love that.
I have a bunch of recycled trophies.
That's funny.
One of
Real
those trophies
win.
looks like a bowling trophy, no?
That one is I think this was a wrestling. This is a little wrestling guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
That one's a
Looks like he
bowling
wants to give you a hug. Like he's pretty inviting.
Come
over
on,
there.
man.
I have women's softball over there.
Nice.
I would
Nice.
show you, but I'm literally too fat to get one seat over and grab it without this whole
Stop
thing
it.
coming down.
I don't
There's
know why that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
All right, no, Mark, please, after you.
You guys remember the time that we played the military base in where the fuck was it? Spain? Was it Spain? We played one in Spain.
Rhoda.
Rhoda, Spain.
Right.
Rhoda, Spain.
And then we went
That's
out
when I was
to
in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's right. Which is insane that you agreed to do that tour. You think of it? Like there's no way we would do that now.
No.
No
Well,
fucking
you
I
gotta
tried.
go with that, right?
I tried, but yeah, I had like one broken leg, and then I had like a massive, like two massive, like wounds, deep wounds in my other leg.
from the tree.
So yeah, from the tree. So like going to like I couldn't put too much pressure on the leg that wasn't broken because that leg was fucked up too. And yeah, I had like a staph infection from all the flying. It was
Wow.
terrible.
That is
And-
terrible.
How long?
Yeah, like so like while you guys were going out like in like Rhoda, Spain, I'm in the hotel room like shoving this gauze into my legs.
Sucks. That sucks.
Yeah, it was terrible.
All right, yo. So going out in Spain, we went out with
Oh,
some
yeah,
of the.
cool.
I know. I remember the story.
I remember.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know. Do it. Tell the story. This is a good story.
So I'm hammered. I'm hammered, and there's dudes from the military base hanging out. We're all having a good time, and then this one dude. I just remember he was like short in height, long blonde hair, and fucking built like a motherfucker and tough as nails. And he was talking about how he was like the wrestling champion of whatever it was. And I just kept asking him to throw me on the ground. And the guy kicked the shit out of me for like a half hour in this bar. And I was loving it because I was that hammered.
Hey, do it again. Do it again.
I remember the next day I woke up like, oh, that was a really bad idea. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Well, you were also celebrating because you had recently found out that your wife was pregnant with your son.
Yes, that's true.
I remember.
That is right.
So it was a bit of a celebratory night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
And the night before, I threw salad on everyone in the van in the car because I don't know. It was just another situation where I was really hammered.
And a
And I
little
thought that
anxious.
was the right thing to do.
A little anxious, a little excited, a lot of things going on. And now your son just turned 8 years old.
8 years old, yeah, man.
That was a long time ago.
Wow, that's crazy. That was 8 years ago.
8 years.
Dude,
Holy
you guys have had like
shnikes.
3 careers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah, there's hopefully in
Easy.
2021 we can start a 4th.
Yeah, we're getting ready for number 4.
I don't know, man. I'm liking doing this podcast that no one watches.
You think this?
It's close. It's almost close to playing live shows in front of thousands of people every night.
Yeah, same adrenaline rush. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%. Not like that.
The money's almost as good too.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
All those sponsors we have calling in,
Yeah.
You guys on
chomping at the
Anchor?
bit. And
I think
so,
that salad, when I threw the salad, Nathan Kogan post, I don't think he's ever really been upset with me before, except for that one time he was not happy.
I think he took.
apologized.
I think he got a lot of salad on him.
He got the
Yeah.
most. He got
Yeah,
Got the
and
most-
and he was kind of like, man, I don't ever bother anybody. I'm just sitting here being quiet, and now I'm covered in salad and dressing, and what the fuck, man?
Right, you don't have to rub it. You know what I mean? I know.
Oh,
I remember.
sorry.
I could still see it.
That was the most mad I saw Nathan since somebody ate his bread on Warped Tour.
Ooh,
God,
he was so bummed.
I hung out with him recently.
Oh, poor Nathan.
What's that?
I hung out with him recently.
No
Really?
way.
So he's friends with Todd Weinstock somehow.
No way. That's
Oh.
crazy.
So Todd's roommate went to like school with Nathan. I think they played in a band together
Nuts.
before
Whoa.
Taking Back Sunday.
Small world.
So I was going with Christian to meet Todd for like Chinese food in Flushing. And when we got there, like he was with his roommate and Nathan. Nathan was in town to like record some demos with him or something.
Huh. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Wait, Nathan was in Long Island?
No, he was in Manhattan.
Oh.
You can call us, Mark.
Yeah. Huh.
Probably still mad about the salad incident.
Yeah.
He mentioned that. I was like, tell those dudes I said what up. And he was like, oh, we're not talking. Mark threw a salad on me 8 years ago.
Yeah. You know what though? I think someone's gonna be getting a text from me right after this podcast is done.
Who?
The
What?
guy from the army who beat him up.
Yeah.
I wish I had that guy's number.
Hey man, you still in
Um,
Rhoda? That place is pretty cool.
Mark,
Yeah.
I might have gotten some pictures of that. I gotta look through my computer. If you-
Please, let's
don't
just
wanna
leave it.
You don't want to
Let's
relive
just
it?
leave that alone.
Okay. It was pretty.
You know, let's just keep it in the memory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no way I looked like a cool guy. That's for sure.
Well, you were so happy. Like that's the thing. It wasn't a tense thing. It wasn't a confrontation. You were asking for it and he was happy to do it. And like you guys were totally bros.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I eventually like maybe was like, all right, enough. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah, I
for
think
kicking
you
my
got
ass for a really long time.
But yeah, I think you bought him several beers too for the ass kicking.
for the trouble.
Nice. For the trouble of kicking my ass. Yeah, but I think Nate's gonna get like one of those mom texts. You know
You
what I
should.
mean? Like,
You're in town and you don't call?
you don't even text.
It was a while ago. He might have texted you.
Summertime?
Huh?
Was it summertime? Was it early fall?
It was cold out. So it was
Okay.
so it was probably the middle of summer.
Okay, cool.
Cold out in the
You know
middle.
how like the weather's been. That was a bad weather joke. It was
Mhm.
it was
I
a
picked up on it,
terrible
bro.
bad weather joke.
Yeah, good times, good times.
No, it was. I mean, it had to be. I mean, a minimum of 2 months ago at this point, because
Yeah, time.
for a month, and then I've been laid up for a month, so it's at least 2 months ago.
2 months isn't that long when you're old.
But it might
2
be
months
6
is like
months.
3-4 days. Yeah.
It was during the pandemic, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
You know, like it all blur.
It
What
was
are they
either
called?
2 months
Thursday.
ago, 6 months.
Thursday, March 257th.
Neil, just stop. He's getting the text. All right, no matter what you say.
No matter when it was, no matter how it happened, Nathan's gonna hear something.
I got to apologize to him for ratting him out. I didn't know. Your problem.
He's in big trouble now.
Big trouble. Big trouble. He's gonna get a lot of calls. Hey, listen, you might get a text from Mark and Sean.
Yeah, I'm gonna warn him so he's not blindsided.
Yeah, Christian said he was in some bands. What was his band before this?
Well, he's in a band.
Fox Harbor.
Fox Harbor is, yeah.
Fox Harbor. Yeah.
You mean like he was in a band like in Ohio back in the day before he was with us, and I don't know what it's called. But
I'm
that's
asking Christian right now. He'll either get back to me right away or in 4 weeks.
At least he gets back to you.
True. Adam, where'd you go?
1 second, man. I think I might have just got a PlayStation.
Okay.
I've been on this website since 8 o'clock this morning. Okay, don't laugh at me.
No, man, do your thing.
Yeah,
I
man.
got a little sidebar we can delve into for a moment while you peruse.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Whoa.
definitely Mark. That's definitely outside Mark's.
It is.
Everything okay there?
Yeah,
Things going down outside.
dude. You know, like people don't know how to drive
Yes.
here down this block. It's mind-boggling.
Running
Sometimes,
red
like
lights.
you could see the people in the car going, "What?" And you just want to be like, why is this so hard for you to figure out? I can't believe that there's not like collision after collision down here.
Yeah, well, people do drive relatively slow most of the time there. So when they're running red lights, they're going slow.
Just slowly cruise through it.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
about
yeah.
a month ago, a dude rode his bike down the ramp and just kept on going, flying.
Not
And,
watching for traffic.
Yeah, and he got crushed
That'll do
by a
it.
car.
What a bum out.
That is not good times.
No, it was not.
So
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
my wife's supposed to go into the office on Thursday. Should I tell her not to?
It's supposed to be bad. I mean, they might just shut it down.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's a big corporation. They don't shut down for anything.
We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully it's all for nothing. But Neil, this is something I wanted to bring up to you. I got in touch with Senator Schumer's office, congratulating them on the vaccine rolling out in New York. And they were talking about Senator Schumer's trying really hard with the Save Our Stages. Like, how were you involved with them, and how did you get us in touch with them? That was really cool of you. You coordinated that whole thing.
Oh, that was like I didn't do anything. That was like one of those things. It was like who reached out? I don't even remember. Dude, I don't even remember who reached out. Someone reached out to me and was like, who was that? Was that like Travis McGee or one of those guys like Anthony DeBrine? Yeah,
I don't know.
No, baby, no.
Do you guys know Dob?
Yeah, I met him that day in Mulcahy's. Our paths might have crossed before.
But you met him at the Schumer thing, so it was definitely
Yeah.
Dob.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I think
Dob hits
so.
me up. Dob just Facebooks me and is like, hey, weird question. You know, can you get in touch with the TBS guys about this, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, people reach out to you, I don't know, once every 6 months, you know, and I'm like, oh, talk to Jillian. What, you know, I'm not gonna, and that's really what it was. I was like, yeah, sure, I just gave an email, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then like 7 seconds later, I see you guys on the news with Senator Schumer, and I'm like, oh, that worked.
Yeah, dude, that was a wild thing. And public speaking is not my forte, but I was so happy we could be a part of it. And I guess Senator Schumer's still working hard. SaveOurStages.com. People should go to and write their senators and stuff because these small venues need the funding. It's comedy clubs, it's music venues, all this and that, which are not reopening anytime soon.
Yo, when you started that sentence, you're like, oh, I reached out to Senator Schumer to congrat. I was like, what?
Yeah, dude, that's all because of you. Seriously, though.
yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy the small world. Like, but yeah, they seem very excited. Very, it's happening. It's happening in New York. Like that LIJ right up the block from us. So the knocking this virus out so we can get back to work.
Dude, I hope it moves quick. They say what it's like. You have to do 2 doses, so it's like you have to come back in 3 weeks.
Yeah, something like that.
That makes me feel like it's gonna be a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said it might hit critical mass getting vaccinated within 6 months or so. So we'll see, but at least there seems to be an end. Mark and I were discussing this, like, man, got to start working out and getting in shape because shows are going to be very hard when they do come back. And we got to write a record.
Yeah, we'll have to get on
Doesn't
that.
it do like I feel like that's the one thing about whatever 9 months off. Like I feel like I should have done more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I read all these like things. I read all these internet posts, where it's like, don't blame yourself if you weren't creative during this time because, like, it's hard to be creative under stress, under duress.
Yeah.
And like, really, that's what we've all been under, massive duress
Mm-hmm.
during this. Like, how am I going to pay rent? What am I going to do for work? Like all the people that were, and in your case, like all the people that were counting on you for their rent, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so we can't really get upset that we weren't creative, but I really feel like I should have, maybe I have a new 5 minutes, but I really should have had like a new, like 30 minutes, this long off.
But
You
I
don't,
I
if
don't
you're
know the
not feeling
process.
it, you're not
Mhm.
feeling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with stand-up comedy, I don't know the process. Like, I don't know the trick. That's what I love about it, like not knowing how it works. But don't you have to get up out on stage and see exactly what works to refine those bits and stuff? Like, sure, you can have little ideas, but like, do you have to refine them on stage?
Absolutely. Tighten up all the tooling and tinkering for sure. But there is like, there were mics here. I've been able to try out stuff, and I did that 3-week tour.
Nice.
So I was able to do stuff. I did work on stuff when I was on the road, but yeah, I mean, as you get, and I'm sure this is the same for music too. I think this is like a relatable thing. As you get better at something, and as you get more seasoned, it comes out of you in a more fully formed presentation. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure when you first started writing songs, like individually, it was like, oh, this is a cool riff. I wonder if I could put it with this other riff. But then as you got better at it and learned music theory and all these things, like writing a song is like, oh, well, this comes after this for sure. And like, you start like, what a bridge sounds like, what your bridges sound like, what
Yes.
your chorus is. And like, I now know, like, I know my cadence and I know my delivery and I know my voice and my topics and how so when I think of the joke, it's more like it's closer to what it's going to be on stage than when I started. When I started and I thought of a joke, it was like, oh, that's a funny joke, I wonder how to use it. But now when I'm like, oh, that's really funny, I got to use that.
Nice.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's closer, like little tricks that I do, like those processes happen as I'm thinking of it now, as opposed to going back and looking at. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably a little bit similar to like writing lyrics, where like when I was in like my early 20s, I would have like 2 notebooks full of lyric ideas,
Just
but
idea.
like 20% of them got used for something.
Right.
So, but I was writing all this stuff, and yeah, it's because you don't know what's works and what doesn't. And now I write a lot less, but probably like 75% of what I write gets used for something.
Yeah, the usable rate goes up.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. But also, do you find it? I do this, and I wonder if you do this. Like, now you can go back to those early ideas, and now that you understand how songs are written better, like now that I know how jokes are written, you know what I mean? Like, now that there's no mystery involved, it's like that's a joke or that's not a joke.
Uh-huh.
Like, now I can go back to early jokes that like half worked or didn't work,
Yeah.
and be like, oh, it's because these words were like,
Yeah.
just like a quick tinker, and I'm like, oh, that's actually usable now. Like, that's a funny joke now.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've actually done that with old notebooks. I've sometimes opened up like a 12-year-old notebook and found something that I like overlooked, or just needed a little bit of something to get there. And
Yo, that'd be like a cool project. Like just do like a EP, like John Nolan 1997, and it's just like a notebook from 97. You just rework everything.
all the worst lyrical ideas that didn't get used now.
Yeah,
That's what Jack White did for his last solo record. That was his thing.
really?
Yeah.
My idea's hack. All right.
I've
Dude,
always said that
Jack
you and
White-
Jack White have the best ideas.
Yeah. Did you see Jack White on SNL a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, he killed it.
Dude, Daru Jones, the
Yeah.
drummer.
Yeah, I
Ill.
like keep making this joke that just as the years go on, like eventually they're gonna have to like hang them upside down, like on a harness, because the drums are just gonna be facing the audience head on.
They're gonna be in the audience.
Yeah.
My son has been playing drums, but I was like, dude, there's no way I'm letting him watch this performance, no matter how amazing it is, because all his drums will be on the floor and in different configurations. So I did not let him see it yet, but one day.
That's funny. Good times.
Good times. You guys want to go through our top 5 Christmas songs?
Oh yeah, I forgot we were gonna do that.
I thought it'd be a little festive, 10 days before Christmas.
Can I just say that I was making this list, and it was easier for me to come up with 5 SNL Christmas sketches
Yes,
than it was for me to come up with 5 Christmas songs.
that's what I wanted this to be. Whatever, free form. You do your thing, and that's what's gonna make it awesome. Go ahead. What's number 5, Neil?
Oh, for me,
Yeah. What's number 5? What's number 5 on your list?
my number 5 on the SNL sketches list, Christmas sketches, is 2 a-holes by a Christmas tree. Jason Sudeikis and Kristen Wiig, they're reprising their characters, the Hey Babe characters. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Hey babe, you wanna buy a Christmas tree?
he's the best,
That
man.
one's ugly, and she's just like chewing gum.
Yes, I remember it.
And Kevin Spacey's trying to sell them. Can I say Kevin Spacey?
Can't
Sure.
say his
Kevin
name
Spacey's
anymore.
trying to sell them a Christmas tree. That's number 5 on the Christmas sketches list.
Mark, what do you got? What's your number 5?
Yeah, did I miss the memo? Did we get an email?
I sent a text.
Oh,
It's all right.
Well, I could easily name 5 very good Christmas songs. Like Nat King Cole, the Christmas song.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew you'd have it up there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, should I go with all 5?
You're Mr. Christmas.
I am Mr. Christmas. That's right. That's what people
And
call
don't
me.
you forget it, John Nolan.
Ever. Pogue's Fairy Tale New York.
Is that a good song though?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Have you heard the
answer to
Bon
that
Jovi one, though?
question-
I listened to that because you sent the thing, so I was like listening to all these Christmas songs this morning, and I listened to the Pogues, and I was like,
I think it's a place and time thing. I think if you hear that when you're a kid and you get a certain idea, it connects, but I could see it not working. But yeah, John Bon Jovi did a really killer version.
Yeah,
Super good. I really like the fart version the best.
There's a guy who does a drum cover along to Bon Jovi's version, and I think it's Sir Fart a lot, and he's wearing like a knight's helmet, and every time he hits the crash cymbals, it's a big fart. Was Christmas Eve.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really
very
something
funny.
else.
the thing
What
that
else?
the thing that was funny to me about the Bon Jovi version is the song is very clearly meant to be from the point of view of two characters.
Yes.
We're
So
not
it's
doing
not
well.
that way. You know, there's a woman and a man, and they're having a back and forth. And Bon Jovi just like, nope, screw all that. It's all just me, just
Jump
doing
on.
characters, and that's gonna be good for some reason.
I also could not believe that. As soon as I heard, I was like, "Oh, there's no one else.
Yeah.
It's just him singing to him." That's weird.
And he's got like an interesting like Southern / Irish accent that he puts on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Very authentic.
choice as well.
It's
Man,
very
that-
bad.
Have you guys
That's
ever heard?
something. Oh,
Have
sorry.
you guys ever heard that Todd Rundgren Christmas song "Floppy"?
Is that a good one? Sounds like a good title.
It's terrible. It's about his dad killing and serving his bunny for Christmas dinner.
Wow.
What a bummer.
Ooh.
Yeah,
True
it's a
story?
I'll go ahead and say it.
I
Controversial
don't know,
take.
He keeps saying He keeps saying it was the night before Christmas, 1961, and then he's like, it was the day. It was Christmas morning, 1961, and it was Christmas dinner, 1961. Like that's the chorus.
Rhymes one with one.
Yeah. So
Check that out.
don't.
Nice.
It's not good. Good
John, what do you got?
I had Fairy Tale New York on there too. I had Donde Está Santa Claus on there as well.
Nice.
I
Nice.
think
I
that
think I've
number.
ever heard that.
Is that
Never-
Jose Feliciano?
No, it's Augie Rios. It's like it's sung by like a little kid. I think it was like from the 70s or something. It makes me really happy every time I hear it for some reason.
Nice. I gotta add that to my playlist.
The other one I didn't have. I was like trying to think of something like unique, and I like all my picks were pretty basic.
Yeah, me too.
A little disappointed in myself.
What about Ramones? Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I don't want to fight.
Yeah, that's
That
a good
almost
one.
made my list.
Good one. Yeah, I should have thought of that.
It's a peppy
That's a
number.
good one. It is. It is.
The most obscure I could find was Santa Claus by the Sonics.
Oh, I haven't heard
I've
it.
never even-
Or it's just like old. It's a cool rock and roll song.
Nice.
I was I was thinking about the Bob Dylan Christmas album. Have you guys?
Oh my God, dude. I bought that one year and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so amazing. Bob Dylan doing Christmas songs. I'm so stoked. But he just mumbles through everything and it's like Silent Night, Holy Night, all's gone. It's not that well, it's good if you're looking for like a conversation piece.
Yeah.
But it's not something you're gonna
It's good if you want to talk about how bad it is.
yeah.
If you're
Basically,
not
yeah.
feeling festive at all.
Yeah, it sounds like they woke him up and brought him into the studio to sing every song in one take in about 35 minutes.
I'm
Here
doing
comes
what?
Santa
Other
Claus, here
albums?
comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
I gotta hear that.
It's kind of it's comedic at times. I think unintentionally. I don't even know.
We saw him live like a couple years ago, and it was not only
Horrible.
the most boring show. He seemed like it was the most boring show for him. Like he was just like so uninterested in being there. He didn't talk to the audience once, which is I kind of respect that. Like, but like, if you're not gonna talk to us, don't even face us. Like, don't even, you know what I mean?
Dude,
Turn
I
around.
saw him play with my uncle. This was probably like, this is when I was living in Texas. We went to the House of Blues in Dallas, and I guess they were using it as like a warm-up show for this South American tour that he was about to do. And they were all dressed in these white like mariachi suits. and he played the keyboard the whole time, but he just faced stage right the whole entire time. And then like he kind of played like old guy blues versions of all the hits, you know, and it was just like, what am I watching?
And how long
But-
was that show? It was like 2 hours.
Yeah, like maybe more
Long
than
time.
2 hours. But then there's also this thing of like, oh my God, that's fucking Bob Dylan. So so it was cool to say that we saw Bob Dylan, but it was not the best version of Dylan I think that we could have seen.
Yeah, I will say that like, for a guy who definitely didn't want to be there, he hung out for a while.
Got his reps.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, maybe he does want to be there, but he's just not very good at showing it anymore. Just very reserved.
Yeah, maybe he's a little shy.
Yeah, this guy is a Dylan apologist.
Get a load of him.
Get a load of this Dylan apologist.
Oh, I'm sure he really wanted to be there.
There's
He's a good
probably
boy.
a
He doesn't know how to express
Reddit
it.
for that.
You know?
It's not a bad boy.
He's a good boy.
You know, when I saw him, we played a festival that he was on. And
Virgin Fest,
yes.
right?
Yes, yeah. And it took minutes to figure out what song he was playing. And it was just so much worse than the actual version. And I don't get that. Like, as a fan of music, when a band is playing, play the fucking song. Like we know it.
I
You know
don't
what I
Oh,
mean?
man.
I don't mind a jam if it's
Right.
better.
Yes.
Dude,
I don't know when that happens.
there's someone suggested, like my dad or something, that like I was talking about some show we were doing and our set was only so long, and he was like, well, why don't you do a medley? And I told him this story about how Metallica had done a medley for some kind of show, and
Ugh.
you were fucking livid. You were
I was-
so mad. And then I just thought, yeah, never ever gonna do a medley of anything ever, because Mark was so mad.
I was infuriated. It was a Injustice for All medley, and I literally was just thought, I can't believe that they're doing a medley, first off, and I can't believe that they're playing all these amazing songs, but just little parts of them. It was such a bummer. I hope they never do that again.
It's like worse than if they didn't play any of those songs, right?
It was such a bummer. Like,
Worse than if they
right when
only
you're about to
played-
get into it, and then you're like, oh, wait, what?
If they
Yeah.
only played songs from Loaded, it'd be worse. It was worse.
Now, see, if
Wait,
they did that
is-
with Reload.
Reload. That now we're talking. Yeah.
Was-
now we're
wait, is-
talking.
Loaded the one with the snare drum that sounds like it's like
That's
a
Saint Anger.
like a
Saint
pop.
Anger.
That's Saint Anger.
Oh, Saint Anger. Man,
You're like,
what a
"This is
weird
the
choice.
good one. We
They
made
needed their
a
anger to
good
be
one."
healthy.
Not a good one.
Man.
That is a weird choice. That snare drum sound is a very weird choice. That's what happens when you have too much money. Don't think
Well,
right.
like you
I
just
mean,
get like so out of touch that you think that's a good idea. It's like,
yeah.
dude, we're gonna change metal, and then it comes out, and everybody's like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
And
is
everyone's
this
like, don't
snare
change metal. That's what we like
Yeah.
about metal.
It's just right.
yeah. You guys were doing it fine.
You show me a band name and it looks like the other band's name, I'm gonna know what I'm gonna listen. I know exactly what I'm gonna hear. And it's gonna be just like the other band, and it's gonna be great. Because I love the other band. Don't tinker.
Right.
Thrash record from a thrash band. Don't make the snare poppier. What are you doing?
Yeah.
John,
it's
remember when you sent me that
If it ain't broke.
Metallica, like the cowboy song? There's a cowboy song that I'd never heard.
You did like a kind of a country song.
It's a
there.
country.
What?
Yo, it's literally the worst thing in the world.
I don't know
I
what
cannot
album.
wait to look that up.
I don't doubt it, and there's no way I'm ever gonna seek it out.
I'll send you.
It is worth it. It's that bad to where it is
Oh.
worth giving it a look.
I can't do it. You know why I can't do it? Because like I can't even look at them anymore. Like, they were so important to me growing up. They were so important.
And,
I- this guy. He's in shorts and flip flops. He's carrying a bag from Bloomingdale's. I'm like, that's not him. That's the guy I know died in a car accident.
I find myself pretending like it's just not happening. I'm like, if I see something like that, I'm like, no, that didn't happen.
You know, James is a beekeeper now.
Of course he is.
He's an apiary and everything.
Why wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't he?
He treats those bees better than I treat my kids.
He gets like that bee beard, and you're like, oh, that looks kind of like James. That's kind of
very metal.
I feel like I just need to go through the 5 sketches now.
Yeah. Tell me what's number 4.
Number 4 is what just happened here? Number 4 is the one where Chris Parnell comes home for the holidays, and he's got that disorder where he can't create saliva. So Fred Armisen, who plays his dad, has to chew up his food and spit in his mouth.
Oh.
That sounds really funny.
He's got the new girlfriend he brings home.
Yeah. I forget who it is. It's like Juliana Margulies.
Nailed it.
She's the best. Kathleen's unbelievable. Number 3 is Give It On Up for Homelessville, which is Justin Timberlake.
Oh, give it on up for Homelessville.
Yeah, he's like a Salvation Army guy. No, Chris Parnell is Salvation Army Santa Claus. Justin Timberlake is dressed as like a cup of soup.
Yeah.
And he's like, giving on up for Homelessville after the end of every song. Number 2 in a massive upset. Number 2 is Dick in a Box.
Wow.
I feel like that's probably most people's one.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's number 2.
But now you've got the suspense built up. What's number 1?
Also, I'm going to say honorable mention is Horatio Sands, Tracy Morgan, Jimmy Fallon, Chris Kattan doing I Wish It Was Christmas Today.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are familiar?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I have to go back and listen
like
to it.
Tracy Morgan's dancing like this. That's his whole purpose. He doesn't do anything. He's just dancing like this.
He's so great.
Like Jimmy Fallon's playing something. Horatio Sands is playing ukulele and singing. Oh, Jimmy Fallon's playing the keyboard. Chris Kattan's holding the keyboard. And Tracy Morgan's just dancing. And then number 1 best SNL Christmas sketch is Ryan Gosling taking Santa Claus too seriously. You guys know this?
I haven't seen it. No.
Yo, this is so funny. It's a digital short. I think it's shot. It's a pre-recorded sketch.
Yeah.
And I believe the wife is Vanessa Bayer, our friend Jonah's sister.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna drop that in there real quick.
Yeah, just it's Ryan Gosling, and I believe it's Vanessa Bayer is the wife, and Beck Bennett comes in dressed as Santa Claus, and they're like, oh my God, it's Santa Claus, and they take it serious, like he's really Santa Claus, and they like force him to hang out, and they're like, you have to let my wife make her wishes, and like make him sit there, and she sits on his lap, and she's like rubbing him, and she's like, Santa, please bring me, like, and he's like, like it's like a scary thing. Oh, dude, I'm not doing it any justice. It's the funniest. It's the best sketch. It's the best. It might be the best sketch. It's the best Christmas sketch. It might be the best sketch.
Oh, I'm gonna check it out as soon as we're done with this. I'm excited.
Yeah, same here.
Should I send you a link and you can post it with this thing for other people to check out?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have that all included.
Yeah, we'll have that and the Metallica country song linked at the end.
Yeah, and Sir farts a lot with the John Bon Jovi cover of Fairy Tale in New York.
Yeah.
A YouTube playlist to follow this.
Yo, it's really funny that's like what we've been talking about, and like we're all grown men.
Yeah. Yeah, 40 years old. What are you gonna do? Keeps us young at heart, right?
I'm texting you right now, Sean, with the
Thank
link.
you. Thank you.
Hey,
I'm so
Sean,
when you send me
forward that to
the
Oh, sorry, Mike.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Got it.
I can put it in the chat for everybody.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh yeah.
Nice. There it is.
That. How about that?
Technology.
Sean, did you hear Adam?
What's that? I missed something.
He asked
Oh
if you could
no,
forward
I'm
it
all
to
good.
him.
He,
Okay.
Neil just put it in the chat like a real swell guy.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and copy it.
Yeah, everybody should check out the Bon Jovi. Man, the craziest thing about that song, I know it's time to go, but the craziest thing about that song, Sean and I were talking about it when he sent it to me, is that there was no one around him to say, hey, listen, don't do this. Don't put this out.
Well, that goes back to your thing about like being rich. Like everyone just says yes to you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like no one tells Madonna. You know what I mean? Like,
No one's telling Madonna shit.
No
Yeah.
one told her not to do that song where she rapped about lattes and bodies and hotties or whatever.
Pilates.
Right, yeah.
Lattes, checking out the hotties.
Dude, like I think the most extreme example of that we've kind of been able to watch in real time is Kanye West. Like
Yeah.
no one's telling that dude no or helping him out because he's clearly sick. And just because he's just rich and nobody will be like, hey man, don't run for president right now. Or ever. Just don't do that shit.
yo, I'm very pro Kim Kardashian. Like I think she's doing great stuff like politically.
She is.
Sure.
She is.
Sure.
And it's really bumming me out that she's also ignoring like obvious signs from Kanye. You know what I mean? It's like, are you paying like help? This is your guy. Like help him out. Like, what do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, like no, like I think that's why it's such a good example because it's like because he's just at that point to where like even his own wife's not gonna tell him no.
Yeah. Well, he's got that song, You Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Yeah.
We didn't know
There
how
you go.
serious he was about
True.
Right.
True.
That wasn't a joke.
You can't tell me nothing.
It sound like a joke. You can't tell me. Seriously.
I fucking mean
Dude,
it.
know what's one of my favorite Kanye lines is when he says there's too many Urkels on your team, that's why your win's slow.
That's good.
I'm like, did he just put a Family Matters reference in this song? This is amazing.
Great.
That's genius right there.
That's up there with that Lil Wayne line. Real G's
What's a
move
little
in silence like lasagna.
dude? Wait, is Lil Wayne the one that just got like caught like he like took a gun on a plane or something?
Yeah. It's looking at 5 years or something, I think.
Yo,
He's
just
been
don't
arrested for
don't
that
do that.
before. Right.
Yeah.
Wait, Lil Wayne just got arrested for that?
Yeah.
That seems like he should know
Or
better.
like
Don't you have
right?
people that, like kind of make sure you don't get on a plane with a gun? He
Don't you
doesn't
have people that hold your gun?
Yeah.
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 Well, but too like just don't
Like 50 Cent
that.
literally has people in his entourage that take the fall for him when he does crime.
Yeah.
Like, they
Really?
go to prison for him.
Man.
Yeah. He's got enough money. Lil Wayne should have enough for that.
Yeah, like Lil
Yeah.
Wayne definitely has enough. Yo, Lil Wayne played my venue once, and he rolled in, and it was just him in pajamas, literally in pajamas, and two like old black ladies,
Like
was
just
Nice.
True.
like mom aged. Like
wow.
our
Weird.
age. Not like your wife who's a mom, like our mom's age.
Yeah.
So what were they doing? Wow.
Hanging
They're
out with him,
hanging.
Good.
smoking his weed, drinking his
They were
AIDS.
not holding his gun for him, that's for sure.
That's for
Yeah.
sure.
He's got to protect those
Yeah.
old ladies. Maybe that's why he had the gun on the plane.
Yo,
Yeah, maybe when you become such a megastar, like, you know, you can get anyone that like at some point you're like, fuck, I want to fuck some really old ladies. Like, is that another thing? What happens with that type of stardom?
yo,
Need an octogenarian.
on a threesome with two Jamaican nurses. Tomorrow, a male band. Back all 4 members of the band.
Oh man, that remember when he started playing guitar like on stage, but he clearly
Yeah.
didn't know how to play guitar and it was really hard to watch.
That was a
Yeah.
bamboozle you guys were on.
Oh,
He
really?
played that?
Didn't he go on after you guys, or that was the next year?
I don't think that
Alright.
we.
It was
Yeah,
the
I don't
same.
think we were there for that.
The same stage and same layout. It might have been a different year.
It might have been a different day
Yeah.
too.
Oh, it might have been a
Yeah,
different
true.
day. Because I remember seeing you guys on that. I might have done my parts too. Like I remember that stage, and then the next day, I guess it was a little. What's that? I'm not hearing anything. From my wife, so I don't know. I can't get confirmation. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. I have none
Who
of this.
knows?
Hey, listen, good times.
Good time.
There you go, Mark. Full circle.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, this is awesome.
Thank
Neil.
you
It
for
was
doing
super
it.
fun. Where can the people find you?
Yeah, can I leave like my YouTube thing in the link?
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. You can text me
Maybe,
and I'll send it all around.
Instagram, I just basically resort to memes now on Instagram, but it's a
I'm
fun.
into it.
You're
Where are you finding those people in your memes?
I can't tell the secret, man.
Okay, don't tell the secret. Don't tell the
your
secret. 'Cause
your
those are some gnarly
meme
names.
game is strong lately.
Yeah,
Real strong meme game.
Ricky Don Lose.
I was enjoying the saves the day reference.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
Yep.
before
Saves the
this.
Day one. I got like really good feedback on the Taking Back Sunday one I did the other day.
That was
So I was
great.
like, "Oh, I'll do some more emo ones. I'll do some
Yeah, man.
Saves the Day. I did a Coheed one.
Nice.
I think I have a Piebald one coming up.
All right.
I found
Nice.
a Israeli kid, Yuri, part of it.
Oh, perfect. Hey, you're a part of it.
Hey, Yuri, part of it.
Man, that record is so good.
What?
That Piebald record is
Oh,
so
Is that
my
where
good.
the only friends we have? Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really great. With American Heart.
Yeah.
Everybody go check out My American Heart by Piebald.
Yeah.
Nothing here to say.
Yeah, Piebald's like, there was a weird spike in our sales. We sold 300 records yesterday.
All thanks to Talking Back Sunday.
Literally every listener bought a copy of their.
Well worth it.
All right, yeah, thank you guys. Thanks so much.
Man, what a perfect way to end it, Piebald. But thank you guys for joining us. Neil, thank you again. Everyone visit
Thank you.
saveourstages.com. If you have questions, want to send in, takingbacksundaypod@gmail.com, and we'll see you next week. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.
Bye
Bye, guys.
bye. Bye bye. Bye.